What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
I'm Craig.
and football is getting so exciting as we start getting near midway.
No, it's not.
Getting closer to the trade deadline. It is. I mean, did you see that Lions Kansas City game? That was crazy. Kansas City went off. It was close. It was a close, grinding game. Y'all just gonna leave me hanging on this one?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I'm in a bad place. Okay?
I'm exactly where I thought I would be.
We lost to the Panthers. Like, I'm in a bad place, okay?
But we got rid of some dead weight, so.
Okay, to be fair, I think the Panthers are on an uptick, and they're undefeated at home.
That does not make me. That changes everything. No, we're 2, 3, and 1. Like, that's not good. You're used to being down there. I am not. Okay, I'm just saying. And this is not what.
I mean, I don't know what the surprise is. They're doing exactly what we told you. We always do.
We usually starts to uptick by now. Like it starts to get to, yeah.
Lady about to come back. You're all
honestly, what all this shows me is that the league is actually as tight and close as ever.
It really is.
It is close. Like,
it really is.
It's definitely like there's not any real.
I mean, the Bills no longer have the NFC or the AFC East.
Yeah, the Colts are the leading the way right now with the AFC.
Who have they played?
Nobody, but the three you beat them. We lost one game.
Yeah.
And the Bucks
to the Rams. The first good team they played, they lost.
And the Bucks, like they look good, but they're winning these games more at the end and things. Like,
and that's how they let Philly come in, because if you can put Philly away early, you can put them away, which is what Denver did. Yeah, they're not a second half team.
Philly doesn't score the second half.
But Tampa kept letting them sit around, and then they blocking field goal.
Philly just looks like whatever was working last year. People have figured out their scheme, and also it just doesn't.
The tush push gonna have to go because they can't false start.
It's not. Yeah, it has nothing to. It's not even about the you can't stop it. They can't officiate.
Yeah, they keep jumping. No.
Yeah, and they're not calling it. I've not heard the whistle blow yet. Even when they realize they're doing it, so you think they'll be a little bit more like trigger, like they actually that wasn't a false start, but they're not even.
Yeah. You would almost see more. You would start to think maybe you'll start getting more calls that they have to review and go, oh, that's not a call. But because they can't. I don't think you can see
where the ball is,
where anybody is when they're that close.
I think the ruling they're gonna end up making at the end of the season is you just can't push the quarterback from behind. That's what they're going to take it away.
Probably.
He's allowed to do that setup.
But the false start's not even from pushing the quarterback.
No, it's from the lineman getting at him.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, but the push with the extra push behind Hurts is what makes it so almost unstoppable.
And I get that.
Otherwise, it's just a regular quarterback sneak.
But then they will call a regular they call false start for regular quarterback sneak. So it's got to be something else.
Well, it's that extra oomph that makes it so unstoppable.
I don't think the line judges really.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is it where he can't see the false start? Because
they
call false starts when it's anybody else quarterback sneak.
Oh, that's very true. But well, we're getting through, and like I said, we're getting a little bit closer. The trade deadline is November 4th, I believe. So we're coming up in the weeks where you're going to start seeing people get passed around, because there's teams that know they're dead, and there's teams that, hey, we get one or two things. We might make something happen. I think today we're going to go through, and each of us is going to take teams that we either think have started to have kind of a slow regression, where one or two pieces might help them get back to where they're supposed to be, or are starting to show a spark where, hey, one or two pieces might make them a legitimate threat. Yeah. And we're going to each go through our thoughts. And I think only one of us gets to talk about their team. So who wants to go first?
Your choice.
Right?
What?
Actually,
you talking about the team?
No, you're talking about your team. I forgot you are talking about your team.
Both of you talking about your team.
I thought you was being funny about me,
but it's getting close.
Oh, whatever. We already.
No, because you had.
Go ahead.
She had to. You used to be down here. Like,
it's the you still your feelings.
A little bit.
That hurt a little bit.
Okay.
I figure I should stick to Texas. Because I figure the thing about Dallas and the Texans is that the Cowboys and the Texans, that we need two different things.
Yeah.
I feel like the Texans need just a little bit more burst on offense, and where Dallas' defense is 100% Dallas. I went back and got my Ware jersey from a time where defense was fruitful. Yeah. But I think one more they just missing each other. There's like a chemistry with the Texans. Like I think one more really good receiver, and I think maybe a running game that help. Like Mixon keep getting hurt, so I'm thinking like a running game to kind of help them be able to get open and kind of like. So that's where I was kind of thinking, and so I was thinking because we were talking and was always mess up his name. The Roman Witt.
Dontavious Witt.
Dontavious. Don't you thought Roman?
She said she was like, that sounds like he fought in a Coliseum.
But for Green Bay, I was thinking like because I think he probably be a little bit extra or something like that.
I mean he's good,
more
but
like
there's
he's more like a Tank Dell to replace him in the interim,
which they kind of need.
Yeah.
And I mean their Green Bay is so deep that they're at the point now where it's like, man, we could fade to go ahead and move.
And that's
somebody.
what I was thinking. Like I was even like Lockett. He's like a veteran. He knows what he's doing. Because like they're just missing each other, and I think just that person that just knows what they.
Well, someone that stretched down the field you used to see with Houston, and when they were really playing well, I haven't seen it.
I mean, if they're playing a weak defense, like if they were playing Dallas, they probably would seriously because we have no defense.
Yeah,
and that's the team. The 2 games they won is because they could score. But if you have a good defense, they're not scoring, and I think their defense is good, but they get tired trying to hold it up, and then by the time the game's near over, they still haven't. So I think for the Texans, I think maybe Jerry Jeudy could because he hasn't been doing great.
He's underutilized in
Cleveland. So I'm like
he's gonna be the best quarterback he's ever played with.
So I think like I was thinking like and like their season's over. So why not? Like but then like for running backs, what I got maybe Spears.
Yeah, we could afford
I don't think y'all would get rid of Pollard.
I don't see it. I don't see
him get rid of Pollard and Kamara.
That
I don't know if the Saints would want, but
I don't know if they'd want to get rid of him. But I feel like Kamara is probably the best fitted running back for how
their schemes and
like for somebody catching out the backfield.
And they like exactly that.
What they need.
What's my boy? Oh my goodness, what's their running back? The big boy.
Nick Chubb.
He's more like a bull. Like
and
the way they're using him, he's there. He is like he's.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking broke. Didn't he break his leg or was it the Achilles?
Just his knee.
His knee. But you're coming off ligament damage, and he's getting a little older. He's gonna need.
He lost a step, but he's not. And then it's just he's a bruiser.
Yeah.
So.
And then I'm thinking Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Breece Hall is one of them
Yeah.
backs that it doesn't matter what team you are, he's just that good.
I mean, the Jets, I think they're done.
Well, and I think even before they realized whether they were talking about they might move Breece Hall preseason because they have what is it, Braylon Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they've been running with him, and they have another running back too. I can't remember who it is, but they haven't had to use him as much.
They haven't won a game, like it's over.
Yeah,
so
go ahead. And then that kind of a move for Houston really should make their offense much more potent.
And then at home, we need defense. Like I'm thinking maybe a safety to help because like our corners, like they need help. Like when you throw that ball makes it in the air. They're catching it. We finally got the run a little bit, like but if you throw it, and there's
Wandell has been playing phenomenal. There's no way he should have been able to get over top that many times.
And there's no pressure on the quarterback. Like, oh my God, I just forgot. We just got him for
Kenny Clark.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell there's a presence, but it's
Well, it's a run stuff, and then he does push a little bit of pressure up the middle.
Yeah, he pushes the middle, but you need somebody who's going to be able to use that pressure in the middle on the outside to be able to get that pressure. Because him going to the middle drives the people to the outside, but there's nobody on the outside to make to close the.
So who would you put to help with the pressures?
Like I'm thinking like because they're like the Bengals. I'm sure they give up like Von. You think
Von Bell?
Von Bell, right?
Ooh.
I would think they would.
That would help on the defense.
Nice.
That's more on that free end. That's going to help make sure because your corners are opportunistic, and I think that's what a little bit of the problem is. They're getting blamed for playing the way they've always played. When you jump routes, you're gonna get burned.
Yeah, but you have some. Yeah.
You need a good safety over top that can make up for that, and Bell is a guy that could step up.
I'm thinking Cal Hamilton, because the rate
out of Baltimore. Because they're not going to send Malachi Starks. They just drafted. They're not going to get rid of the rookie.
Yeah, but they just paid Cal Hamilton too.
Yeah, and you just realize that your defense is crap. you're gonna need to rebuild. You've won one game and it's week 6.
But
We
then
about to
you
go
will
to
have
week
to pay
7.
for him too, though, right?
Y'all got money because of Micah.
That's true.
That's what opens
Yeah,
y'all up for everything.
y'all could eat the contract, but
Yeah.
Like y'all can go after almost anybody.
I was thinking maybe like a D tackler, maybe.
Just go all strength on the
And that
inside.
was like Jeff Simmons, Jeffrey Simmons.
okay.
I mean, yeah, you put Kenny Clark and Jeffrey Simmons in the middle of that defense, and that would you're not running the ball up the middle, and I think you could start to get it up a pass rush that at least help.
I'm thinking Quinn maybe Williams,
Yeah.
the Jets, because like I said, their season's done.
They
so
they need
might
to
as
start
well.
breaking that thing down. So
Mhm.
yeah, Quentin Williams would be.
And then like if we get another pass rusher, if feeling I was like, I don't know, Cincinnati with Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, do
'cause
you
his-
move him while you still can get something for him?
True.
He's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. So if you let him play out the year, he's gone.
That's what I was thinking. Like, and you know, we need somebody to eat quarterbacks. There's no hunger. There's nobody that's scary. You don't have
You know
anybody
who somebody
scary.
else, even though he's on a team that's winning right now, they might be willing to trade. The Patriots got Harold Landry. He's like got 6 sacks for them.
That is true.
Yeah.
And Harold Landry might be somebody. Like,
Yeah.
There's so y'all could
You
get.
didn't want to mess with them. They finally starting.
They're
look.
starting. They're winning the division.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
if you're talking about we talking about him trying to build. Rabel that.
I think it would depend on what you're offering him. If you're
Mhm.
throwing him a first or second round, well, you ain't
Yeah.
gonna send him a first, but you're sending him like a second round pick. They might be like, well,
And this night, I don't know if they be willing to do, but Max Crosby.
I don't know. I remember he says he wants to be a Raider.
And I agree.
And a lot, but he's one of those guys who really is about it. Look at Myles Garrett.
And I'm not saying,
Taxes are better
saying
in Texas.
the taxes are better in Texas.
But he
I'm not
paid
saying
Nevada
that.
taxes
Yeah, it's
in
still pretty
Nevada,
good.
yeah.
Nevada taxes are pretty good. It's pretty
I
good.
was like,
But,
I couldn't think they're not in Oakland no more.
Yeah. But the only thing on that is I've heard it personally as a Giants fan. We're one of the biggest markets. I have heard people in interviews clown about how trash we are and I wouldn't play for them until we call them. Because as much as you want to hate, we're the second biggest market in our football. That's the biggest market in sports.
Yeah, I mean,
Dallas calls and said, "Do you want to star?"
it's very eye opening.
And if they're like, "Hey, we'll throw y'all an extra first round pick for Max Cosby,"
yeah, it can make it look. Yeah, but remember he got that huge. I mean, y'all can eat a
He
contract.
can-
Yeah.
and it's not huge compared to what they're getting paid now. It's a smaller contract compared to Garrett, compared to what Micah just got.
Mhm.
We need somebody scared.
Yeah.
We do. I think that's like there's no fear in our defense. Our offense is doing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, but once
Y'all
we
are averaging
can't
30
score-
points a game.
Yeah.
What do you do there?
Yeah.
And
we-
CD's about to come back.
Yeah.
So it's going to probably go up to like 40, 45.
Yeah. So it's all on the other side of the ball. It's defense.
And that's why taking a home run shot like a Hendrickson or a Crosby, which would probably take a lot, or even a Jeffrey Simmons or a Quentin Williams, it's going to take a lot of draft capital to get him. It's going to take a lot of money to sign him.
Or do
That's
just-
all you need to make your defense. If your defense could get 2 stops a game, make the other team punt twice.
Yeah.
Henderson and Crosby are the kind of guy that are the sole reason you got 2 punts, and that's all y'all need. You
Or
win.
do you just bust this year and just hope for next year? Like,
Basically, yeah. If y'all
I don't
can't
know.
get anybody impactful, I would just wait.
I
and-
can see Jerry sitting on the money and waiting on next year.
he's so old though. Like you have,
he seems like he's getting impatient.
like he know like he
I
only
don't
got
trust
so
him.
many
I don't
years.
believe him, so I don't know.
I also think Eberflus needs to go before he gets any better. Either.
I think Eberflus.
Yeah, he should be going on that. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
trash.
will. Maybe we'll do a coach's hot seat, conversation next week. Would probably be perfect on that
We're
because
gonna see. Yeah.
week 7, you 100%. All them teams that it's like, oh, maybe they can save it. They lose this week, it's over.
Yeah.
Like the Ravens and them. Like, yeah. So maybe we'll talk coach's hot seat next week. But yeah, I think exactly the Texans and Dallas. I think what you said would
Spot on.
turn both of them right on to what you need.
Yep.
That's what I got.
All right. You.
Oh yeah, my 2 teams, Commanders and the Cardinals. With the Commanders, after seeing them choke away the game past week on Monday, I definitely think they need a little bit more help on the run game side of things. Also, I would say run game, O-line, and they need McLaurin back or somebody else to help. The biggest problem I'm really starting to see with a lot of offenses, not just the two teams I'm talking about, is really you're not seeing the speed to stretch the field anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so without the ability to stretch the field, they got the cornerbacks and the safety to keep with the speedy guys. I don't know what's going on.
And I mean, you see what happened with Kansas City as soon as Xavier Worthy came back.
Oh my god,
They've been phenomenal.
They got 3 speedsters on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And Rasheed Rice comes back in what?
couple weeks.
No, less than a month.
I thought it was 6 weeks.
Yeah. So it should be another week or two.
Should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 2 weeks. I thought.
I
could be
thought it
wrong.
was six. I think it
I
was
think it's 6 weeks suspension. So.
I think after this week he comes back.
So
Now I don't know if he played this week because I think with the suspension I don't think he was allowed to practice or nothing. So he probably
No.
won't be back.
He could
until,
be in the facility. I think after this week.
Okay.
Yeah,
So.
and then that would put him in the game probably week 8, which would be the 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. So I mean, definitely with the Commanders that they needed that. Their defense is pretty good, man. At least the second like
I have to attest. I called them old and thought they were going to be useless.
and.
Oh.
The Washington's defense.
Oh, they
Yeah,
look better than
They look better than they do
Because
on
even
paper.
with Chicago. Think about it. That first quarter, they were on the field that whole first quarter because he threw the
Daniels,
interception.
yeah, that
Yeah.
offense
They
was terrible.
stopped him for 3. They threw
Fumble.
the pick.
Fumble.
It's a fumble, and they stopped him for 3. Then he threw the pick,
Mhm.
and that's when they scored. But what do you want from me? Like, they keep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm exhausted.
So,
So like yeah, they did like they were exhausted by the halftime because they was on the field so much.
yeah.
running back wise, where they could go, there's like I said, there's a lot of different running backs they could go for. There's not the running backs aren't that deep, so like it'd be a lot of the same. So you call a lot of the same teams, Saints. Shoot, I mean, I would also call. I mean, you could also go to the Seahawks, get Charbonnet.
Miami.
I mean, you could. I mean, who's behind HN?
I don't know, but
Yeah, I
they
mean,
got to be at the point where
Yeah,
they're selling. You're not.
yeah,
They're. I think we can go ahead this week. Say Mike McDaniels is definitely.
I mean,
So, yeah.
yeah, for sure.
They're gonna blow that up.
Who else?
Tracy just came back from.
Yeah, but you guys still need to 1-2, even though.
I wouldn't move Tracy.
Okay.
But
You would give
we
up
have
Tracy?
we have Scatabo, Tracy,
And Singletary.
And
and
You
Singletary.
move Devin.
Well, you wouldn't get you keep.
I would move Devin Singletary.
Oh, so you keep Singletary and not Tracy?
No, I would move Devin Singletary.
Okay,
I would keep
misunderstood.
Tracy is young and he's the complement. He's fast. He's shifty. He's
You
kind
sound
of a
you
quick
gonna
dude.
give them
And
Tracy.
then, no.
Well, they
I would say he's
that-
back, so we don't need
in
the
your
third man
division.
depth.
I wouldn't give anybody in your division.
Well, it depends on what you offer us.
It's gonna be off a lot for me to give somebody in my division.
Like,
I
it's
think
not.
you know
To the
who also-
Commanders, and
I
you're so
also-
close. You could have
That's
helped them.
true.
No.
That's
I'd
true.
also go look at the San Fran. The San Fran got running back 6.
Oh, Isaac
But
Randall
everybody
barely
keeps
sees the
getting
field.
hurt. I don't think San Fran. They got 4. They're 4 wins, and they people getting hurt. I don't see them giving up.
You know, a
anybody.
surprise stretch you might be able to talk to. I don't know if anybody's noticing. You notice that Jordan Mason is getting all the carries in Minnesota.
Remember, Aaron Jones on IR though.
Oh, that's why he has. Okay, I
He's
forgot.
on IR.
I knew he was hurt. I
Yeah,
thought he had come
no,
back.
He's on IR.
Okay,
So like, there's a reason. That's why.
well, yeah, that's why we haven't seen him.
There you go.
But
so,
you know how that is. By the time he comes off at IR, they might be like, well,
Yeah, it looks good. Right, we just keep around with him.
yeah.
It ain't broke. Don't fix it.
Jones got a bigger contract. They might.
It could. It definitely could.
You throw me a 3, I'll give you him.
Yeah, the Commanders definitely could do that. Now with the Cardinals, see, my thing with the Cardinals is they looked really good without Connor last week, even though they lost. And with Connors being hurt, their running back room is atrocious. Because remember, DeMarcado that fumble, they hadn't let him, that fumble in the goal line, they haven't let him play since.
Yeah,
And then they had Knight last week who ran well. I mean, he
Yeah.
ran decently.
Yeah.
And then but with McBride, Marvin Harris Jr. got hurt in the third quarter. They really could have won that if they had somebody else to help with
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett, and because they only had Trey McBride. Their problem is I want to say it's discipline and coaching, because
Yeah.
it doesn't
I think
look
that's
like
always been their problem.
I don't
Yeah.
think they don't
but this is
I-
different coaches now.
yeah, I don't know if the coach, but the coach has them there. They are competing in every game. They only lost every game besides 7 points or less, or a last minute field goal. I think it's definitely discipline.
They
And-
can't play
Well,
on schedule.
If you already have a discipline problem and you get a new coach and he doesn't work
He
on the
doesn't
discipline,
discipline,
you're
yeah.
gonna still have a discipline problem.
So
So
like, they can't play on schedule. Like unless they're, it's always a scramble drill. It's always they can't just run plays and succeed.
Yeah.
yeah, so for them it's very odd. But I mean they are
How's their line?
their line is okay.
It's all
Yeah,
right.
it's okay.
Like a lot of the sacks come when he starts.
Jacoby Brissett's not a real running
Yeah.
quarterback.
I can't remember. I watch all the games, but like
Trey McBride is good.
Marvin's
been starting to catch on.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm starting to think some of Marvin's problem is Kyler because he keeps throwing him into traffic.
Or he's throwing it, and then Marvin tries to make some miraculous catches and just do. Hey, just give me this.
And now he's falling on his head. He's getting cracked.
I'm like, dude, just give me a good 1-2 and put your hands down. Catch like your father, please.
Not all of them. They can catch them like this, and they can
This falling like I'm like, hey,
So will you just?
Oh
hey,
man.
give me this. Come on, that's all you need.
Yeah.
And the problem, that's the problem with the Cardinals. Like they actually look decent. It's just, and they shouldn't. They are literally, what, a minute or two from being 4-1.
Yeah.
Or like.
I feel like everyone's like that.
But it just goes to show you, like I said, every team is very close.
Yeah.
Y'all are losing, but I feel like you're getting better. It's just, but it doesn't.
It doesn't look good.
It's
Yeah.
It does like we're getting better, but it doesn't look good. It's hard to watch. It's.
I think
like,
unfortunately
and
it's a lack of talent. And
I mean, but that's the thing. We have a lack of talent. You fired all these people, and then you bring in this guy who really isn't proven. Let's be honest. You were with Joe Burrow. How much of that was Joe Burrow leading?
being amazing because
Yeah.
look how they look with
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah.
other than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, so like my thing is like, yeah, okay, he got you the ability to get this job, and you didn't do anything with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't do a thing. Like you, for some reason, you couldn't figure out how 2 years to get 2 quarterbacks. I'm starting to think maybe Will Levis wasn't as bad as it was. Maybe it was the coaching.
Yeah. Like he was just, if you look at some of the stuff that made you like the flip that got run back. Well, we about to lose anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
So and Cam, I commend you because you've been staying poised. You stayed poised through all this.
Oh, the kid's phenomenal.
And he just keeps playing. And our defense is still the same. Bend, don't break. We're trying. We're in it. But
Eventually it breaks.
we'll still be a top 3 pick, man. And it is what it is. But those 2 teams are mine, and that's about it. Those are the 3 fixes.
Well, I was looking around and I figured I'd go with one that's up, coming up, and one that's kind of falling.
Okay.
Who's
And-
coming up?
But that keeps me in the state of New York altogether. And I'm gonna start with the team that's kind of fallen. Bills have gone 2 in a row now.
They lost 2 in a row.
They lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
One to a division rival who is now in charge of the division, who wasn't supposed to have a real shot at the division for another like 2-3 years.
Or at least a year or 2, yeah.
Yeah. So you shouldn't even have to worry about them yet.
Yeah.
The games they've been in, they beat, they beat Baltimore, right? Yeah, we've seen everybody beats Baltimore. So whoop-de-doo, y'all put a bunch of points up on the board. Everybody puts a bunch of points on Baltimore.
Their defense is bad. Yeah.
There hasn't been much amazing. It's been kind of And so the record's not terrible. They're a 4-win team. But the image you're giving people is this might be a false 4-win team.
It's like Philly.
Yeah, Philly's giving you the same 4-win team. Now, part of the reason I didn't take Philly on in this is 1, I don't care. And 2, I don't think there's anything you can add. I think they need to get their heads out their ass.
Okay.
Their
talent
emotions
there,
is
yeah.
being now maybe the offensive
might be
coordinator.
tired.
I don't know. Yeah, it's adding things isn't going to help that. Y'all have all the talent in the world.
You just
But Buffalo, on the other hand, I think they're starting to see the error of Josh Allen can make up for all shortcomings. And I think that's in twofold. They think he's going to make up for the shortcoming of only having Keon Coleman be anything. Because Shakir is all right for a play or 2 a game. Double him, let Shakir get the 1 or 2 plays he's going to get. That offense just stagnates. And I think that's a wide receiver that could step in and do something else. Again, like you were saying, there's no field stretching. Everything's a bottle. And if you can do that all the way down, you can get him all the way down to the red zone and then get him to turn the ball over.
He actually has had a lot of turnovers this year.
Yeah.
He's started doing the first 4 years.
The first, he looks like early Josh Allen.
Well, they was like, you don't want at the end of the game. They was like, you don't want to give him too much time because he could come out and score. I swear I was like, I was about to throw a pick. That's what I said. And he threw that ball right to him. Because when the time is on, we gotta score, he usually throws it to the wrong person because he's trying so hard to fit it. I gotta fit it here.
Yeah.
But I totally called. He didn't even let go of the ball yet. I was like, he's about to throw a pick. He threw it right to him.
If you noticed, I don't know why they keep trying. I understand Josh Allen is the key for them, but in that game when they were only down by 7, and then they came back and tied it up. You were running the ball with James Cook, who was getting like 5-6 yards to carry.
Yeah, and then they switch.
And then,
And
and
that's what
then
they
you're
did.
like, all right, we're gonna put it back in Josh Allen's hands.
That's what they did.
What?
That's not working.
Like, use your run game. Your
Yeah.
offensive line was beating them in the trenches.
Yeah.
And that's what's getting. That's all they've got, and that's what's starting to hurt them in the playoffs. Which is why, if I go for receiver for them, I don't think there's a point in just getting a gadget guy, because that's pretty much what they got. They got Shakir, who can get over, can beat burst speed here. Coleman, who can jump ball here and there. They need a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I would call either the Saints and talk to them about Chris Olave,
Okay.
who people that say they're worried, he's had some concussion. Who doesn't? Everybody's injured. It's the NFL.
Yeah.
Everybody's hurt. Olave has been held back by bad quarterback play and is still a 1,000-yard receiver and a stud 1,000-yard
Yeah.
receiver. You put him with Josh Allen, Keon Coleman, like you said, they double Keon Coleman. Well, okay, then Olave's one-on-one. He's going to beat you all day.
Mm-hmm.
Coleman can beat one-on-ones. Olave will take a double and get Coleman one-on-one. Get Shakir on a 3, on a safety, on a linebacker. You need somebody to move that.
You know,
And none of their receiving core does.
you don't think it's defense a little bit though, because
Oh, I
their
think
whole
there's some part
plan
on
is
that.
to outscore everybody.
Well, I think there's some part on that, and I'll get to that.
Okay, I apologize.
And let you have your moment. Hey, but and the second name I would actually call out there, and I think it's a long shot. I'm not sure if they would give him up. I don't think they want to move him, but not only is it a move that I think works now, I think it's worth giving up some serious capital, because I think that could help you stay in a dynasty moving forward. I would call the Jets and offer the house for Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
And I think that if you put Garrett Wilson with that offense, then yeah, that they can just outscore everybody.
Would they
That's
want
gonna
to
be
give it to
crazy.
Buffalo though?
It's the same division. I think it would have to come down to like, what are you offering?
What do you give it be?
And if it's like, I'll give you a 1 and 2 twos, we need a lot. We'll see. Like I said, I mean, I pretense with it's probably a long shot. I think Olave is the more feasible move. I think they're more likely to get him with a decent, enticement tag. Hey, we'll do this. But I would talk to Garrett Wilson, because yeah, they need something there. Now, if they don't want to go with that, they do think that Josh Allen in this offense can do enough, blah, blah, blah. They put zero pressure on quarterbacks.
Honestly, I know you want to talk about defense. Then a lot of them were hurt. Remember, they lost. That's
Even when they're healthy, like that is
That's
you
usually
go
when they-
last year. You go almost.
all of them was putting pressure.
Who's their best pass rusher? It's like
Bosa.
Von Miller, Mosa. Yeah,
He just got him.
Their plan though is always to outscore. They never. How about you stop the other team from
and they
scoring?
keep getting in these. They keep getting in these like overtime games, and their defense wears out. So I'm the opposite about pass rusher as I am about them in the offense. Offense, wide receiver, I think they need a stud. I think they need a guy that can come in and help keep them fresh.
Okay.
I would go maybe call New Orleans for Cam Jordan.
Okay.
It's a guy that can rotate. Jalen Phillips out of Miami.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Stud guy, can rotate and stuff. And again, Miami's blowing, again, they might not want to move people in the division, but maybe holler at the Jets, Will McDonald.
Or even I'd even go to the Seahawks, get Byron Murphy in a second. It's another lineman. He does that.
Well, again, but they're a contender. I don't know if they're going to want to.
It's all about what they offer.
That is very true.
I mean,
That is very
Seahawks,
true.
You might have to deal with that later. You want to.
But
It's not the same.
And I would keep the price tag down on pass rush. I wouldn't,
There's a lot of places they could go. I mean, I don't think that anybody.
Cleveland's got some guys that are on the outside, but I would not be trying to go for like some big name guys or anything. You're having to give a bunch of stuff, because your defense does have some stability to it. I think you just need some depth, especially at that pass rush, so that when you get in those, because it's not even a thing of if you get, you're always in overtime, double overtime. Their playoff games are double overtime. Like you need to make sure that your defense isn't so tired they can't stop the Chiefs at the end of the game, which is how y'all usually lose. Okay. Or you can't stop the Bengals Well, not this year, but you know what I'm saying.
Normally.
The Colts, there we go. They're good. And that seems to happen to them a lot.
Yeah.
End of the game, the other team seems to be able to make stuff happen, and their defense almost looks just worn out. And I think that would help them.
Okay.
Now, on the team coming on the up would be the 2-4 New York Giants. Seeing that Jackson Dart
is the other way.
Jackson Dart is 2-1. And we saw 2 plays Russell Wilson got to play?
That was.
I don't think KC gets that win if Dart's playing.
I think
I don't know if Washington gets that win if Dart's playing.
I think Russell.
That put a nail in his coffin.
Because that was.
I mean, we were moving the ball at will. He came in and darted 2 passes. Oh my God,
that was bad. Like all we had to do, you just keep it going, keep the boat afloat. Like that's.
Yeah.
Lets me know how. Yeah,
I think that's done.
Yeah. But we have a defense that is stout. Our special teams for the first time in God knows how long. I mean, I'm talking like Eli Manning had bad special teams there. It's like our special teams has been an Achilles heel for the franchise problem. Gunner's good. Our special teams is playing very well.
Yeah.
Defense, they'll give up a lot of yards, but they're very opportunistic. You'll be thinking you're on a great drive, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 3 sacks, your drive's over.
Yeah.
You're moving down the field as Jalen Hurts finds, and all of a sudden, the ball's going the other way. Ball fumbles out. We're very opportunistic and good at taking the ball away.
So stacking offense.
Good God, we can't keep wide receivers healthy.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of that MetLife turf, but that doesn't change the fact that they're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, wide receiver was already a place on the team that people were kind of like, well, yeah, Malik Neighbors is a star, but like,
he needs help.
Who else is
secondary? Yeah.
Now, I feel like people are still very much underrating Wan'Dale Robinson. Like, there's nothing out there, and he's cooking. Like, last year, like, he's a dude.
Yeah.
But he's still a dude that has a way. He's a smaller guy.
And with Neighbors out.
Everybody's watching him.
Yeah.
We had to take Lil Jordan Humphrey has a lot of chemistry with Dart. He played in the preseason with him. A lot of the teams that he's been cut from that ended up having him get to us, every single one of them has pretty much reported when they talk about it, like, we liked him, he's good, jump ball stuff, we don't have room. But the fact that you don't have room means he can't be that great.
Mm-hmm.
Slayton can't stay healthy. And a hamstring is not something that
snags all season.
He's going to be, on top of the last performance we saw was terrible. He had a fumble and a massive drop. And while I do think Slayton is super underrated because he's got really bad quarterback play and still been a very good receiver, he's inconsistent because of between the injuries and just inconsistent play. You need something a little more.
And that's not the excuse anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Dart's getting the ball to little Jordan Humphreys. Like, he's getting the ball to everybody. People that hate him are like, that's pretty.
I love his name. I'm sorry. Little Jordan Humphreys.
But he's cooking. So it's just step up. And now granted, we've only got to see Slayton with the Chargers and New Orleans, but New Orleans was terrible, and Chargers, he didn't do a ton either.
Yeah.
So I think receiver is where we go.
Okay.
Now,
way to get there, but go ahead.
Yes, sorry. Now, being that it's receiver and where we are, I would not want to give up a ton of draft capital for people that you're necessarily going to get rid of at the end of the year.
Okay.
So if I pick somebody up, I want somebody that either we're going to redo this contract or we know, we're the contract they have, we're going to go ahead and let them play it out.
For keeps.
Pretty much, yeah. Which brings me to a couple of guys.
Okay.
Now, one name that keeps bouncing around about, basically the insinuation is everybody should call and try, is Jalen Waddle. But on the other hand, I'm hearing that they're acting, there's the way we don't know if we want to do that.
I mean, he's one of their best ones.
But even with that,
wouldn't want Waddle?
Terrible. Yeah. But even with that, they're so bad. So, and that's the thing with, you want to give up draft capital for, yes. Yes. Because Jalen Waddle, Wan'Dale Robinson.
Draft capital for Waddle? No.
Well, you need a lot. So that makes sense. But yeah, you would definitely go to screw it. We'll try to outscore everybody. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Jalen Waddle could go out. But Wan'Dale Robinson and Jalen Waddle with Scatterboo, Theo Johnson, Slayton getting in, Little Jordan Humphrey in the big jump areas. anything to keep Jalen Hyatt on the sideline, because that's what I'd give him. I'd give him a second round pick in Jalen Hyatt. So he doesn't need to. He had that one first down grab, which was like clutch, but then he had like 2 drops and one that should have been the coolest play in the world, but he dropped it, but it was pass interference.
Would you like a Jacoby Myers from the Raiders?
No.
Okay.
That is definitely one of the ones that I'm like, I just.
He was like, no.
I don't know. He scares me, and I don't.
Okay.
I'm not feeling. I don't know. He doesn't ever seem
feel?
like he clicks. He just keeps getting passed around teams, and the problem is they're teams that usually aren't that great.
Yeah.
They're having quarterback issues, things
Well,
like
there might
that.
be
But
a
then
little
it's
bit of
like,
that too, though.
yeah, but usually with receivers like that, you can tell whether it's the quarterback or the receiver if you're the team.
You know who I would tell you to hit up? He's not getting a lot of playing time, and I don't know why. Roman Wilson with the Steelers.
Yeah, he came off of that injury. I've heard nothing. And if they're not using him, I could probably get him for the low. I didn't even think about Roman Wilson. That would be. Because my thought was either, like I said, Waddle, or like a lot of these teams are being told to go, I would like Rashee Rice. We don't, like I said, Jalen Hyatt was brought in to be a guy that could just run down the field and blow the top off your defense. He ain't doing it. Even the catches he's getting are like unders and curls, and like there's no stretch. And if we had a Rashee Rice, and you take Rashee Rice and then take the fact that most of our game is short between Dart running it, Scatterboo running it, Scatterboo catching out the backfield, Tracy catching out the backfield, Theo Johnson and Wandell, which all these guys, they're short fieldage, medium fieldage guys, which the reason that Dart has to do so much scrambling to make a lot of these plays happen are they're crushing down because we don't have anybody to scare you.
Yeah.
So if we have Rashee Rice to no, you have to keep your safety back. That underneath is going to start to open up. And with how we play, that safety's going to eventually end up in the box, and Rice is going to be over top of him.
Thinking Jerry Jeudy?
Jerry Jeudy is another one. I heard Tiki Barber talking, and he said he doesn't want Jeudy, and I don't understand. Because his rationale was he's a Malik Neighbors clone. He's just not quite as good. And I'm like...
Yeah, okay.
I don't understand why that makes you say that you don't want him. And his insinuation that he wouldn't fit when Malik comes back, because that's a lot of this too. It'd be great with what this team can do right now with these guys.
Next year, it can be better.
But you go next year, Rashee Rice, Wandell, Malik Neighbors. Jalen Waddle, Wandell, Malik Neighbors. Like, that's insane. Jerry Jeudy, well, I don't understand what if we had like Deshaun Jackson and they were talking about like Brandon Cook, I'd be like, well, they're both just deep field receivers. Mm-hmm. Why that doesn't... Malik Neighbors is he can play slot, he can play outside. And so can Jerry Jeudy. Like, they don't really have a downside to their game. You wouldn't want 2 players that you can switch around and play everywhere.
If you put Jeudy out there,
And Jeudy played under Dayball in Bama. So we already have a little bit of an understanding. Plus, Jameis is Dart's like main quarterback mentor. He played in Cleveland with Jeudy. They played together. He knows he was his number 1 receiver. Yeah. So you have a quarterback who can sit there with Dart and go, when he runs this route, if the corner's doing this, he's going to want you to put it here. You can trust he's going to get it. Just put it right there. He'll get it every time. And now Dart's already got like bases to get the chemistry quicker.
Yeah.
That turns us dangerous. Like, again, I'm not saying by dangerous, I'm not saying Super Bowl, but it turns us into a playoff team this year and a Super Bowl potential next year. Because you add Jerry Jeudy, Malik Neighbors, Wandell, Dart, our line is playing much better than they thought, and I think in the offseason we'll probably share up the middle, which is the only slight downfall.
So how scared were you when Dart went down?
Oh my God, I almost died. Oh my God, when he went down and they said what happened, and when you see him fall, the knee hits the helmet, and it lifts it up. It's all like this. So when he hits his back, the helmet's here. He grabbed his head to pull the helmet right.
He thought he hit his head.
But the way he grabbed it, it was like,
concussion.
Oh my God, he's dead. His brain scrambled. I don't know how much longer we're gonna have him. What we can't already be doing this.
He was like Dayball and looking in the tent. Like,
dog. Oh yeah, he's getting fined for that.
Everybody knew they were gonna find him. The only people that seem to have a problem with this is like media in the league. Only the ties have a problem with this. All of the players are like,
of course he
was. But my thing is, why aren't you not taking your quarterback in the tent?
Because they don't want to take the risk that you're influencing them to put him back in.
He wasn't even in there long. He peeked and came back out.
They said then yelling at the guy at the end. What Dayball said was, they'd come to me to tell me, okay, we think he's going to be able to go back in, but then like wouldn't give me a definitive on win. So I'm like, now because it was 4th and like 9 or 4th and 8, he was like, if he was coming back in, I was gonna call a timeout so he could play this play. And everybody's like, well, you got to miss a play. Yeah, Russ went 2 plays. There's your plays. Like,
yeah, we're good.
he already got his plays. And so, unless they're being jerks, the investigation could come down that like he was cleared. The injury was to his shoulder, and he got the wind knocked out of him. And the whole Dayball thing was just because once he realized he was good, he wanted to hurry him up.
Coaches
Yeah.
supposed to yell. Like that
Got
bothers
to
me.
win in the tent. Had to kick him out.
Mm-hmm.
He like went in.
I know.
Like more than like Dayball kind of like peaked. Like
Yeah,
Sam
but-
this was a family member.
That's his boy.
Oh, I gotta go.
That's his boy. He's
Yeah.
like,
Coach, you want me to find out what's going on?
I got this. Hey, what's going on
Hey,
here?
what's up? Is he good?
Hey, get out.
Him and Gronk are like going at it because
By the end of
Gronk went to
the
Arizona,
game-
and so the
Arizona
Arizona
State,
State
yeah.
thing.
But by the end of the game, I was like, I'm thinking the choo choo for Scatterboo because he is a train. I'm like, like, oh my goodness,
So is that all you think for your team?
that's what he's.
Yeah, that's all for us. Just
Okay.
the wide receivers. I would go Jerry Jeudy, Rashee Rice. Not Rashee Rice. Shahid
You said Rice this whole
Rashid Shaheed
For the Saints, okay.
from the Saints, or Jerry Jeudy
Okay.
from
Browns.
the Browns.
You got me confused. Okay.
All right.
But what? I'm sorry.
Because you had the
Now
wrong
I'm
name the
confused.
whole time.
Yeah, you said Rasheed Rice earlier.
I did.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Oh my God, I've been saying Rashee Rice the whole time.
Mhm.
They're not going to give up Rashee Rice.
No.
That's what you've been saying.
I'm
the
so
whole
sorry,
time.
people. I did not. Y'all didn't correct me.
We weren't
Nobody
sure.
went. You think the?
Well-
I said the Saints.
They have Xavier Worthy. They have Tyquan Thornton. They have Hollywood Brown. So honestly,
I'm like, what?
Okay, well then I take it back. Maybe we do call for Rashee Rice. Now that you say that, I was thinking about it. Like they look pretty good without him. Maybe we do call for Rashee Rice. Like,
honestly, I tell you, I prefer you go to Tyquan Thornton because he
that yeah, they're probably gonna want the vet more. So Thornton wouldn't be a bad one to put up because he is. Yeah,
You
he's
were
been
saying
playing
Rice the
well.
whole time. So
And-
I'm like,
I'm whenever you compare players, they think you're trying to say they're as good as him. I'm not saying Dart is as good as Mahomes, but that scrambling,
and making stuff,
avoiding-
making stuff happen.
the staying behind the line, but
like that bakery.
running, the Baker Mayfield running around and making the receivers open. Yeah, so he'd already have kind of a used to doing that. It should hopefully adapt. I can't believe I said Rashee
You
Rice.
said that the whole time.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
Sheed was who
in
I
the
was
back of
talking
your
about.
mind. That's who you really wanted.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad move.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah, you've been saying that the whole time. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, y'all, for not correcting me.
that's
But
not, what,
oh well.
why we know what you mean? Like,
Because I said from the Saints.
You didn't say him the same.
I don't think you said that.
I didn't.
No, you just said his name.
All right, well, I'm an idiot. Oh well. I've been doing that. I've been doing it for like days. I keep saying Rashee Rice instead of Rashee Shaheed.
Okay.
Yeah, and so when you would, I'm like, okay, now I'm confused. Who you want? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like,
Because like Olave, I don't feel like what we'd have to give up for him, and then he's got some injury here and there, and I'm just okay, I can see. I think we could get right or Shaheed for a lot less,
Yeah,
and he does the same.
exactly.
So I would stay with that. But yeah, that pretty much. I think those are the things. Honestly, everything everybody said, I fully agree. Like both of y'all's like assessments, I think that would turn all of those teams into playoffs.
Yeah.
Brees Hall to the Texans, I
Yeah,
think
that'd be cool.
I think
that
yeah.
would be clutch.
Who played Thursday? I forgot.
Uncle
I've been,
Uncle Brown, yeah.
I've been working on
It's
that.
the,
Brown. No, it's the
What
Cincinnati
did
Bengals.
Cam Hayward say? It's the icy hot bowl.
Yeah, it is the Cincinnati Bengals
Bengals versus
it is
the Steelers.
Still, I
Joe
Rodgers,
Joe-
Flacco.
Yeah, Rogers Flacco.
Two of the two oldest players in the
That's when you
NFL.
was like, if somebody asked you who, what team, they Flacco and,
Yeah. I was like, Flacco and Rodgers are about to play. What teams do you think are coming up?
but I was like, well, how long I gotta be in a coma because they both have been on different teams for a while now.
That's
so like, I had to be in a coma like in like what
But
2020 or something.
Mhm.
yeah,
Those games, I got the Steelers winning that.
I'm taking
The
Pittsburgh.
Steelers for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a week with the offense, Flacco gets a little bit more.
Flacco's gonna get worse, not better.
So right now the AFC North just looks like as long as the Steelers can keep breathing down people's necks in that division, they're probably just they're gonna end up before they probably really lose another game. At least I think they'll probably be like 6-1.
Yeah. and
That's
just
And then
have
and, right,
it.
and then and then and then they- and then they're
And
gonna
then
have
lose.
they beat the Browns. They're probably gonna beat the Bengals, and then they're gonna take a win from the Ravens. They're probably gonna end up finishing the division like 4-2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's like okay,
And
so,
Tomlin's gonna be safe. That's
for
what
now
Tomlin did.
As
And
usual.
then-
until he loses the first playoff game.
well, if he loses that playoff game, I don't know if he
He
will
ain't
be.
going nowhere.
But yeah,
You
Yeah.
trade him for somebody. You get rid of him for somebody, and they don't win at all. Like
well, hey,
It happens.
it's not broke enough to fix. That's like
Yeah.
the problem. That because this is like that's why like they're talking about with Harbaugh because this is the worst the Ravens have ever looked.
Yeah.
But
And
they've
they've been-
already been booing them. Like
Well, they were already
They're
getting,
over it.
They were already getting tired of the playoff losses.
but even
So they've been getting irritated
they've
with
been
Harbaugh
winning
anyway.
playoff games. They've been losing later in the playoffs, so they're getting better. This is the worst I think I've ever seen the
And
Ravens.
like everybody, the injury. I'm like, dude, they haven't looked the whole season. They have not looked good.
Like I said, they were scoring. They're but even the offense, they're scoring. But then they have those
they built they
mistakes
had
and
built
stuff
their
like
team
that.
around Lamar, and without Lamar playing in the game, they can't score.
They
Even when
can't
he was
score.
in, I didn't think he looked that good. They have one win. He's only been out what 2 weeks.
But he was the reason why they were losing.
Well, it's
Yeah,
the
he was
defense.
efficient. He was
But that's what I'm
efficient.
saying. I don't think it matters because I don't think that defense could
That
stop
defense-
anything.
This is probably the worst defense. Like,
Yep,
like
and
they need a
they're-
Ray Lewis bad.
Yeah.
It's just
Huh? They
They
let go.
defense.
That's what happens. You let go of Patrick Queen. You let go. You let some people walk. Thinking you guys do it. That's
this
what
is
happens.
the worst. I've never seen the Ravens.
Oh
And now
well.
Patrick Queen is going to
Defense
win the
looks bad.
division in Pittsburgh.
Well, that's how that goes.
Yeah. That Micah trade. I mean, y'all, like I said, y'all struggling, but it ain't like he over
They
there
don't.
like
Green Bay
bombing out
doesn't
in
look
Green
as good
Bay.
as they,
No.
they thought they were going to look.
That's very underperforming.
Oh, yeah, week 7. This week 6, week 7.
It'll be week 7 coming up.
Week 7.
Yeah, we damn near halfway through.
No,
10
it's
more,
10 more weeks.
we got 10 more games.
Yeah, you got like
That's not half.
I said, we're almost.
Yeah. Yeah, almost.
Mhm.
Next week will be.
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah, because, but it is what it is.
I guess so.
Next week will be 9 with 9 left, right?
No, next
This
week
week will be 8 with 9 left.
8 with 9 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, about even.
Yeah, so, but that's
I
supposed to,
can't
that's the
I'm
halfway
tired.
point.
It's a long day.
That's the longest to be. I mean, 8 weeks still gonna be in the middle because no matter what, it's 17 games. It's 8 or 9. Either one you want to take. So 8. So yeah.
I wasn't going to get my hopes up on this year, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Like,
Yeah.
This is bad. Like,
Well, I think when I saw
Aren't
that offense clicking, I was like, okay, y'all will be all right. And it was like,
And scoring 30 points in there.
no.
Yo, the fact with
defense.
that, with all the points and stuff he's doing, you guys are 1-1-1, and it's really
Because what was it? We got our butts beat with Chicago. Don't get me wrong, but they were still like, oh, I don't blame defense for this. You completely blame offense
they
for
just
lose. They can put up 40 points and you blame
Yeah.
offense.
yeah.
they just want to be able to hang off.
Which makes no sense because Dak is playing MVP. He's only going to lose it because the team's
Like
losing.
it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
same thing.
And
Joe Burrow,
Baker's
actually.
playing.
Yeah, I got Baker's my MVP.
Yeah, I got Baker's
Baker look
MVP.
good.
He is definitely reassuring my
And
Tampa
wait
for the
until
Super Bowl pick.
and wait.
I don't know. You don't think it might be Indiana?
Would that be in the AFC?
I think I said I still think the NFC Championship is Rams
knew
Bucks in my eyes. So we'll see when we talk about that. We change our mid-season picks. We'll pick them again. We'll see.
Maybe coming up in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Oh man, it's exciting.
Look
Okay.
at him. He makes me sick.
Oh, I haven't been able to do this in a decade.
You just wait, okay?
The season's not over. You're still 2-4. Wait until you leave.
When was the
4-4.
boat game?
Dude, I don't know. It's like 10
No,
years
no,
ago.
you don't understand. It's not even about this year. Like it would suck if we don't win much more this year. But
You promising? Yeah, I get it.
I know that if we go in the draft and add some stuff and share some stuff up and Malik comes back,
Okay,
yeah,
we'll see. Cross
Whatever.
that bridge when we get to it.
I think I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, hit us on X
Share.
and hit us on Instagram and share. And we see y'all next time. All right, peace.